Introducing ShareKenya. ShareKenya is a micro-project to connect God's children in North Hawaii and East Kenya. Our goal is to raise enough food to feed 30 children and 15 mothers for 1 year. Our project is in Kitale, a city in the historic Rift Valley of eastern Kenya. Our team is led by Pastor Joseph Alenya and Hilary Kiplingat, experienced farmers with a track record of success and a congregation to help do the work. In Kenya, many people go hungry. Imagine going to bed hungry every night. Now, imagine your child does too. For many families in Kenya, this is their daily reality. Children as young as 3 begin their first job of combing through garbage dumps to find anything of value to sell for a few pennies. And by age 5 begin the hard daily task of walking miles to collect water from filthy sources, water that isn't even safe to drink. Clean drinking water is rare, food is scarce, and most children don't even own a pair of shoes. Traveling of any kind, including getting to school, is difficult. Walking is most common, with most people walking miles each day. But longer trips require renting a donkey cart or a seat on the back of a motorcycle, which is very expensive. Women walk long distances each day to collect firewood. Droughts bring starvation as crops fail. Yet, despite all these hardships, Kenyans carry on with resilience and joy. Because children are children, even in the face of hard work, hunger, and poverty, just like children everywhere, they find ways to laugh, to play, to hope. While most of us in America enjoy tremendous abundance, many families in Kenya struggle to find even 1 meal a day. There is no government help of any kind. There is no social net, but there is hope. You can be the answer to their prayers. For just $867, we will lease a small piece of land, clear it of brush, and purchase the seeds and tools to grow enough food to sustain a community for an entire year. Pastor Joseph and Hilary have already found a piece of land to lease, and they are ready to grow corn and beans, which is what they eat at every meal. Our partner farmers are standing by, ready to plant. All they lack is the funding. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 17 promises, "Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done." With just $19, we can feed 1 child for a year. With only $58, we can feed a family for a year. With $867, this micro-project will transform an entire community. Isaiah chapter 58 verse 10 gives us the reward for helping those with not enough to eat, and tells us that if we spend ourselves on behalf of the hungry, our light will rise in the darkness, and our night will become like the noonday. That's quite a promise. All around the world, God's people come together to worship, each in their own unique and beautiful way. In Kenya, their church in Kitale is very simple. Plastic chairs and dirt floors, inside a painted cow dung plastered building. But the songs we sing are the same, and the Christ we worship is the same. These are our brothers and sisters. Here in Hawaii, life often doesn't seem easy for us. Many of us struggle to pay our bills in these challenging times. We choose to give, not because we have so much, but because we can imagine having so little. And we recognize that for our brothers and sisters in Kenya, daily life is a far greater struggle than we can imagine. We are helping fellow Christians who live on less than $1 a day and who often face starvation. And just as important as the food we will provide is the knowledge that the faithfulness of God has provided Christian brothers and sisters half a world away that care for them in a real and tangible manner. To most of us, $867 would help us catch up on some bills, allow us to go on a shopping spree or take a weekend getaway, or buy a second, or even a third, TV we don't really need. $58 is a nice dinner out for 1 person. And $19 is barely a fast food meal for 2. To the people of Kenya, these numbers represent survival. It's life. The Bible speaks clearly about God's heart for the poor and the vulnerable. James 1:27 says, "Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress." The people of Kenya live in distress. We can help. This is more than charity. It's obedience. It's Christ's love in action. Will you be the hands and feet of Christ and make a donation today? Let's show the world what the love of Christ can do. ShareKenya, because no one should go to bed hungry. Visit sharekenya.org to donate.